years and other, obviously this past year,
If you're new here, my name is Becca. I'm a writer and a 9-to-5 work girly working on what is hoping to be her traditionally published debut novel going under the name of Glass Paradise. It is a 90s East Coast autumn inspired ghost story, and if you're not new, hi, welcome back. It's so good to see you. Welcome to day 7 of Vlogmas. I did a whole get ready with me segment this morning, but the problem with me and get ready with me segments is that I lose my train of thought as I'm speaking if I'm multitasking. Honestly, I don't even have to be multitasking to lose my train of thought. I just have the brain of a goldfish. Today is Tuesday. I'm very much so looking forward to taking a break from vlogging for the next 2 days. I do work from home tomorrow, so I could vlog, but I think I need the break because I don't want to burn out. There's a few like homekeeping things I need to take care of. I gotta finish my laundry because I did not start that last night. I just need to work. I think I'm gonna do a co-working session with Andrea and Kaylin. Tomorrow is also a very heavy meeting day, which is also why I didn't want to vlog because it's a lot. It's not a lot in the sense that like it's a lot of work. It's just with work from home days, it's different than filming on the weekend because I don't ever want to abuse the privilege of working from home. So I really try to make sure that that is always the priority. And it makes like filming and writing and working like kind of hard, and there's not really much for me to update on throughout the day. You know, one of the things that made daily vlogs a little easier and more manageable was because I would use my lunch break to edit through up until a certain part of the video. So that would be an hour, and then at night I would only have to edit for another 45 minutes to an hour. I haven't done that the last few days because I've been using my lunch break to write. And so like last night I worked the full day, I beta read, I then did a 2-hour writing session at the end of the night, and then had to edit from 8 to 10 to get the video done and do the thumbnail and all that stuff. It just makes my days feel a little jam-packed, and it feels like I don't have time for anything else. I really want to crochet. I think I'm going to start a scarf. I know I was talking about my granny squares. There's some red yarn that I think I'm going to use for the scarf. That's like a bunch of content creator stuff that you probably don't care about. Doing a full work day, writing, taking care of the house, growing a human, making videos. It's a lot. I'm happy to do it all. It's like not a big deal, but it is just like a lot. And this was like my first full week of vlogging. So next week, I'm hoping I have a better handle on it. I also just haven't been able to like rebuild my 5 a.m. routine like I wanted to, because that's when I felt like the most productive and the most on top of things. And I felt like I just had more time throughout the day because I basically had like a full day in the morning, but I digress. I am going to sign into work, gonna get ready for my meeting, and then I will check in with you guys later. Let's have a good day.
I was quite impressed with my own acting skills.
We had a plan, and 20 minutes we got it filmed, and it worked out pretty well. I miss it. It felt like 3 days of we lived in our own kind of fantasy land where this podcast was a real world.
Oh, I met someone who had a dog in the pup twist.
No way!
They said, oh, I submitted my dog Frodo, and I was like, we just recorded your dog Frodo.
In the winter, and I already have to layer up. I was like, I'm not wearing more things that are gonna make me sweat profusely. That's like my thing. I do not like to sweat, and especially if I have to be in business casual. Like I'd rather die, actually. Hello, I'm joining you live from my kitchen. Number one, because if I have to film another clip sitting from my desk, I may actually mentally implode. Number two, I have an enormous stack of laundry to fold and finish because I'm still not done. But hi, checking in, it is 1:30. I had a lovely co-working session with Andrea and Kaylin, and we finished chapter 10. Guys, it took me a week to get through 16 pages. So much of that work was adding interiority. It was me getting a handle on Peter's character, and especially like during his first moments of real tangible, I think, vulnerability. I wanted to make sure that it was as close to what I was thinking as possible. And I was sharing excerpts like crazy from this chapter because it was fun, and I feel like it was my first real foray into writing, not just romance, but like romance and romantic tension and romantic introspection from a man's perspective. When I first wrote this draft, I was so overt with the romantic feelings. Like I literally remember there was a scene where I had Peter running home and like shutting himself in his room and being like, oh, I love her, right? The more I started ideating through these chapters and thinking through Peter and Laurel's relationship, it was like, I didn't want it to be overt, and I didn't really want to call it love outright. I think there's a lot of power in not giving something a name and letting readers figure out what the intentions are, because the relationship that Peter and Laurel have as friends, as children, and now at this point in their lives, it's super complicated. But more than anything, you can just tell that they care about each other. And that's what I wanted to come through more than anything. Honestly, I'm really excited to see what people say when they read it eventually. Guys, the thought of having other people read my work is both so exciting, but also incredibly nerve-wracking. But I know it's the only way that I can get better. It's the only way that I can improve. Wrapped up my call with Kaylin and Andrea. It was really nice. I feel like I never have more motivation than when I'm on a FaceTime call with my friends. So now that that's out of the way, I am not gonna think about book stuff for the rest of the day. I might do some more beta reading. I think I might take this time to like relax, focus on my crocheting. Obviously, it's still the work day, so I still have to like finish up work and stuff like that, but I may actually also make time to go to the gym because I have not been very good about that, and I need to stay active. It's good for me, it's good for the baby. Once I'm finally done and I have clothes to like work out in, I'll feel good. And I think I might do an everything shower tonight. Today's gonna be a great day, guys. Finished a chapter, work went well, saw my friends, gonna take an everything shower, gonna move my body, gonna work on a hobby that isn't writing. And I think I might actually read as well. I know I said I was gonna start Little Thieves by Margaret Owens, but I don't know. I really wanna read one of Andrea's books. I think I wanna get through something quickly. Like I finished We Love You Bunny, and it was good. I don't know, lately when I finish books, I just feel so empty. And I don't know what to do with that feeling. I feel like this whole journey of me doing content and like wanting to write and like the love for writing that reading reignited, I just feel like I've fallen out of touch reading. I do my best, you know, but I don't know. I think what I might do is dip into some horror. Whenever I feel super disconnected, I always end up going back to horror because it's the genre I love the most. It's usually pretty quick, and I have some downloaded on my Kindle. That is the update. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling super duper accomplished. I need to pick up this apartment, which is crazy because my husband, guys, I love Edwin. I love Edwin so much. I think I've said this in videos before, but for anyone that's young, boys, girls, they, folks, whoever you are, if you intend to one day either marry or be with someone, just selecting a partner, right? I encourage you to be so sure of who it is you want to build a life with, because that person is going to be there for you when nobody else is. I don't know if Edwin's watching my vlogmas sometimes. I think because he knows I get shy when he puts my videos on, he like won't put them on. But honey, if you are watching this, I'm very glad it's you that I decided to do life with, because I could not imagine doing this with anyone else. He picks up the slack when I need support. He's always there giving me encouragement, and I'm still very anxious, even though I've worked really hard to kind of mitigate and navigate that. And he's just been so patient and so kind, and you know, especially in this time of my life where there's just so much change going on. And I was telling him that it feels like my body has run a marathon, but my brain is just so alert. And I think that's why I'm like, mentally I can do all these things. I can edit a video every day. I can work on this book. I can do my hobbies. I can work 9 to 5. But physically, y'all, I am so tired all the time. It's why I haven't really had the energy to like go work out or do anything else, because it's just, it takes all my energy just to sit at that desk for hours at a time. Point is, we're doing great over here. We're doing great. I'm gonna finish up my laundry, like start the next load and everything, get back to work. I took kind of like a late lunch, and I'll check in with you guys later.
It's just as a resource if they want it. Not everyone is.